Good evening to all of the viewers, everyone who is watching the first game, the season opener of the Gridiron Virtual League. I'm your host, Rodney Horton Jr., and I am very excited. We are going to have a good one today as we see the Detroit Dragons versus the Columbia Wolves, and that's Columbia, Maryland. The Wolves are at home, rocking their all yellow with black on top, and Detroit, the Dragons, will be wearing a darker gray with red pants. And Wade Wilson is going to return the kickoff to the 20-yard line as this game is underway. And both teams have come into the season without having much time to practice. But they are going to play very well. As we see the first carry to the left side by Jonathan Freeman, as he is brought down at the 21-yard line. And for those of you who don't know, the Gridiron Virtual League is a is an esports league, I should say, where the players are competing directly against one another. We're not simulating games. You will not be simply watching a virtual game unfold. You'll be seeing two coaches who have specifically prepared for each other, going up against each other. And as the season unfolds, you'll get to see more of that preparation. You'll get to see more of people trying to defeat their opponent using different kinds of tactics. So with that being said, I do hope that each and every one of you enjoys this game, enjoys the rest of the season. You will see a game tonight, and you will see a game on Friday. And then you will see next week, you will be seeing a game on Monday, and you should be seeing a game on Friday as well. Games will be posted between Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and they will also, you guys will be able to watch all of the games as they unfold. And I do hope that some of you who watch this will see that this is something new. This is something exciting, and I am so excited about this. This is something that I've been working on for a little bit, and I always just found it so interesting, so exciting to be able to have something virtually unfold, virtually manifest. And for all of you guys watching, I definitely do hope you get something out of this. And if you want to join the league, please, message me, leave a comment, join our Discord, which can be found on my channel. Do anything that you can to get involved in this community, because we are going to do more things and better things the bigger the community that we have. And I am really excited to start this league with a strong community, especially in our second season. So a little bit more information, if I must. Bernard Yelverton actually throws the ball and is caught by Martinez, but Martinez steps out of bounds. And if he hadn't stepped out of bounds, I can only imagine that he would have taken at least another 20 yards. But for all of you guys who are watching this and are still confused as to what this is, I hope that you can watch and see that this is something beautiful. This is something that you can be involved in. And what's even better about this league is we reward our players for playing. So, and many other leagues do the same thing, but I don't think there are any other leagues, if not, there are not many other leagues that are doing this, that are giving you, as Jarvis throws the ball down the field, and Rodriguez, the third string running back, catches the ball. And on that, there is an injury to a very, very key linebacker in Lamb going out with a back injury, and an injury report will be given to you guys sometime soon, as once that information is made known. But that was an incredible play with Martinez being the third string running back. You don't expect that from someone who's that far back in the depth chart. I really thought that maybe McCormick might have been able to do something like that, but McCormick has really been a non-factor right now. He hasn't really done too much. Hasn't really been able to shake off those defenders. As you can see, 3 carries, 3 touches on 4 yards. You know, with one or so receptions, maybe 2 receptions. So yeah, and again, for anyone who wants to join, please, you know, go ahead and join the league. And Yelverton is going to scrambling off to the left. He's going to run. It looks like he's going to be able to get a touchdown. And Bernard Yelverton with the first touchdown of the season, and at that, a rushing touchdown, the very first rushing touchdown of the season. And while it wasn't a flashy one, it was still the first touchdown of the season. And now we can say the season is officially underway. The season has officially started to get into what it needs to get into, as we see Columbia is having a little bit of issues selecting their play, but Yelverton is three completions on 4 attempts, and it looks like they are not going to convert this extra point attempt. Oh wow! So it looks like the coach for Columbia is going to have to work on kicking or draft a better kicker maybe. So for all of you guys, you know, who don't know, you know, this is an esports league, and the teams competing will receive $250 depending on where they place. So the grand prize, I mean, is $250. Now, that's barring some other minor details, but but whoever gets to the championship game will receive that money. Now, we also feature a best 2 of 3 playoff situation. I never liked that football has a one and done type scenario. I feel like to really tell if you're good against another team, you have to play them more than once, because there are certain intangible factors and just certain other factors that can play into how you perform. But this season is going to be a great one. Every team will play 8 games, and they will have two bye weeks. It wasn't originally set up that way, but we had to end up going with 5 teams instead of 6. So the league was originally set up to have a 10-game season, everyone playing everyone twice. But we are going to go with a 10-week season, everyone receiving 2 bye weeks, which could be helpful or not helpful. Now, as we see, Greg Gurn rushing off to the right side, and he is going to get brought down after a gain of about 9. Looks like we're on 4th and inches. The Dragons are going to go for it, and we are going to see how they fare. And I have the feeling that a lot of these teams are going to want to go for it on 4th down. It seems like a lot of the competitors we have here, coaches as I like to call them, are people who want to go for it on all 4, and that is completely fine. But it looks like Freeman didn't get it, and Detroit is going to turn it over on downs, as they are not starting off this game all too well. Columbia, not necessarily putting the hurt on them, but you know, still doing fairly good right now, as we see an incomplete pass, and with that incomplete pass, we are going to now see another play from this Columbia offense, as Bernard Yelverton drops back from his line of scrimmage about looks like 15 or so yards, as he drops it off to one of his receivers across the middle, but Gilbert is there to swat that ball away. So we're going to see a 3rd and 10 from the 29-yard line, and let's see what this offense can do. I am so excited to see how these offenses fare against each other. I've seen them in their preseason games, but you guys haven't seen how each of these teams play. As he drops it off to McCormick, and McCormick dodges the tackle, and McCormick is brought down, and it looks like that is a 4th down, so Columbia can go for it here, or they can kick a field goal. I would advise kicking a field goal. I think you're on top. You know, if they score, they still have to score again, but it looks like they want to go for it. And 4th and 6, I really think that okay, well, they already called the play, but there's a man wide open, and Ugaj, the primary receiver, is able to catch it on a what it looks like to be a curl route, and he catches it and lands the touchdown. And now we are going to see a field goal try, and Bugaj on 1 reception for 25 yards, field goal try, extra point try. I'm sorry, and that is no good as well. So not good, but they still are up 12-0, and there's still a lot more football to go. So now we're going to see Finkel kick it off from his own 35, and it is going to be caught by Wade Wilson at the 1, it looks like, and Wade Wilson is going to try and return this ball as he cuts to the outside, but he's going to try and curl it around, and the kicker is in to help on the stop. Now, if I'm Detroit, I am pulling everything out of the bag. It's not panic time yet, but they still need to get something done. They need to go down this field and make a statement on this drive. As Greg Gurn drops it off on a screen play to his running back as Freeman dodges a tackler, and he dodges another tackler, but he is brought down. And Freeman on that screen catch and is able to pick up a great gain. 3 receptions on 29 yards, 4 carries on 4 yards. So he's not doing too good rushing, but he is helping great in that pass game as Greg Gurn is going to try and rush the ball, but he is brought down by the linebacker August, who is extremely well in stopping wary runners. As we see the strong I formation, looks like weak eye. I'm sorry. And as Freeman is getting that ball pitched to him again, he's running up the sideline. He dodges the tackle, but is brought down by Myers. And we are going to see a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line as Detroit seems to be clicking right now. They seem to be doing so very well. And Columbia is going to have to try and figure out how to stop them, especially because they want to be able to maintain this this hominess that they have going on right now. Their home is the first game of the season. They're excited as Greg Gurn drops it off to Jonathan Freeman. Jonathan Freeman dodges a tackler, and he's able to skin out of another one, but he is brought down by Barber while making another man miss. And I think that Freeman is going to be a great receiving back. He is doing very, very well right now, catching the ball, being able to create mismatches in the open field. I am excited though to see who will be our outstanding runner as they throw another screenplay to Freeman, and Freeman is able to cut it up after it looks like they were going to lose 5. He ends up gaining about 1. So I really want to see who's going to be our overall great rusher of the season. And right now, neither running back McCormick or Freeman are going to are looking to do too well, and that could change throughout the course of the game as Greg Gurn is running to get out of danger, and he throws it out of bounds, trying to avoid Myers, the linebacker. And the Detroit offense is going to come out again to try and get out of this hole that they are facing, as Columbia is going to have to try and do something to stop them. And Greg Gurn on his first miss of the day on that throw as he looks to throw the ball, as he dodges the tackle, he dumps it off to Robbins. Robbins is going to get brought down after a gain of about 6, 4th and 3 from the 15-yard line. And we're going to see one more play, see if they can get this ball. I believe they turned it over on downs on their last drive. So what can they do on this one as he jumps it off to Robbins again, and Robbins is going to try and get away from August, but August is there on the stop, and I think that August is going to be one of the key linebackers of this season. I predict that he will end up being top tier and having one of the most amounts of tackles in the game. But I will also say that these the downfield blocking, could also use some work. And August is right there again on the stop. August is creating a nightmare as the starting O lineman for the Dragons is also going to go out, and we're going to have some information on that for you, as well as Greg Gurn is brought down by Lindsey for the sack, 3rd and goal. And it's kind of hard to believe that the Dragons have gotten this far and aren't going to get anything out of this. I think that Detroit is going to be able to get out of this and be able to finally score. Brian Lindsey, the corner, and as Gurn throws the ball again, and he is not able to hit Robbins on that throw. So what are they going to do now? They're going to kick that field goal and be able to get some points on the board, and that's good. And from Rodriguez, The field goal attempt from 27 yards out is good, and we are going to see Detroit kick this ball back to Columbia, and let's see if Detroit can force a turnover, get this ball back, do something. As Bugaj is going to field it at the maybe 7, and he is going to try and curl out to the right, but he's fakes to the left, and he's trying to get away from Waters and Waters. I'm sorry, and he is not able to. 12-3, Columbia up at home. And these Wolves are howling right now. The Wolves are clicking, creating key stops in key places as Bernard Yelverton drops back. Bernard Yelverton is trying to avoid some tacklers, scooting off to his left as he throws an interception. Throws the interception to Gilbert. And we are going to see a play from the Dragons, and that is exactly what Detroit needed. Detroit needed a stop right there, and they were able to produce one. And I believe wholeheartedly that the coach for this team is extremely happy as he is about to head out this offense yet again. And Greg Gurn is throwing that ball away, and he's throwing it to Wade Wilson. And August is there on the stop. And even if August gets beat, August seems to be there on the stop. He is creating a very, very hard time for anyone who gets open in this game. And even Greg Gurn, the man who is heading that offense, as the Dragons are going to throw another screen pass, and I'm starting to see a trend here because they've ran that same play. It looks like maybe 4 times in Columbia on every time they've ran it. Has only been able to stop them maybe once, but even then they gained some yards. So Columbia, for when they have to face this team again, is really going to have to figure out what they can do to stop Jonathan Freeman and to keep Greg Gurn from getting into his flow as a passer. But this coach is doing a great job with filming this offense. If Columbia's coach can tweak some things on defense, though, maybe they can create a few more defensive stops, and maybe if they pick up someone in free agency, as it looks like someone forgot the controls, maybe. As they are looking at the controls to figure out what is going on, I'll continue a little bit more with what's going on in the Gridiron Virtual League. So on Friday, you see the Cleveland Zero Percenters face off against the Dallas Flamingos. I think it's going to be a good one. If you guys have seen some of the videos already, Dallas has played Cleveland twice already. I believe one of those games was actually uploaded though, and I think it'll be a great match because both teams went out into free agency this past week and picked up some key players that are going to help them as far as Cleveland goes. The addition of Lorenzo Camps, and I believe they also picked up a D tackle as well. The name is drawing me right now, but Lorenzo Camps, and just restructuring that entire defensive line as Yelverton is throwing the ball and he dumps it off to Martinez, as Martinez is able to catch it and down it. But the just creating a great defensive line. They already had a good D end, especially a good rushing D end, and Richard Nash. But now they have Lorenzo Camps, and I really think that Lorenzo Camps is really going to be able to create some issues, not only for Kenyon Janikowski, the quarterback, but for Tyrone Smith as well. And but I cannot neglect that Darren Roberts, the new fullback, and I should say backup running back who they will be using as fullback, as Bugaj catches that, and Bugaj is going to score another touchdown, leaping into the end zone. That was wide open. I don't know if there was a blown coverage or what, but the Dragons on defense are going to have to get this under control. This is the second time that Bugaj has been able to get into the end zone untouched, no one near him, and I think that's an issue right there that they're going to have to key in on. But let's see if they can finally score an extra point attempt, as we are waiting for them to kick it. Still waiting, and Finkel is going to kick it, and it is up, and it is in. The extra point attempt is good, and we finally get to see finally get to see them score an extra point attempt. And now we will see Columbia kick this ball off. But going back to Cleveland and Dallas, I mean, Darren Roberts and Tyrone Smith, I can see them being the best rushing duo in the league. They are both very fast. They can both make men miss in the open field. And you guys have already seen Tyrone Smith and how he handles things. And while Dallas primarily runs the ball and they like to run it at you all day long, I can see how other teams might be able to stop them. You guys have yet to see the Bears yet, but I think that the Bears will be able to stop that rushing attack. And I think that Detroit might be able to stop that rushing attack, but I won't know. And no one will know because neither of these teams have been able to create lanes rushing. And that could be good, that could be bad. So going back and just explaining a little more about the league, I think that come Friday when you guys get your first look at this new and improved defense of and even one great offensive player in Blaine Wright, the tight end, the newest tight end, you know, for Cleveland. I think that as Robbins catches that ball, and Robbins is going to dodge August, and Robbins is going to run. He is at the 40. He has one man to beat in M. Ray. He is at the 25. He beats him, and he is going to run at the 10. Touchdown! Oh, and that was a great play. August has been all over this field all day long, and I mean, Robbins just made him look silly on that play. And it was an over pursuit, and I think that has an issue there. But this is another reason why I wanted my vision for this league was for it to be player versus players. They go for two, and they get it. They get the 2-point conversion, and Detroit is showing that they are not out of this game. They are not giving up. It is now 18-19, which is a crazy score to have, but it's 18-19 as we are roughly halfway through this second quarter. Almost halfway, but they do have some time to play still, as Bugaj is going to try and spin, but that spin isn't going to really get him anywhere. But this is another reason why I wanted this league to be as Bell. Bell's going out with an injury, but he is expected to return. We did see some other injuries. Lamb with a back injury, and the left guard with a hand injury. Now Lamb will be out. Lamb will be out of commission and Yelverton is going to scramble. Yelverton scrambling, and he is met by number 91, Drake, the linebacker, and he is stopped before he could even get going. And don't really remember what I was saying now, but I will go back to Dallas now. Like I said, Dallas is re-upped on their offense, but Cleveland is also re-upped on their defense. And Yelverson is going to try and scramble again, see if he can get some positive yards. And he's brought down by Schmidt, the outside linebacker. And we're going to see a 3rd and inches play from the 33-yard line. Columbia trying to get up the field as they've slowed down just a little bit, just a little bit. As McCormick is going to try and get that first down to McCormick with the first down. McCormick is going to try and make a man miss. He tries to spin, but doesn't get it. And yeah, so this is why I remember what I was saying now, I wanted this league to be a player versus player because I didn't want anybody to be able to say that their team lost because, their team just didn't play well. I wanted every coach to be able to come in, control their offense, control their defense, and be able to say they won because they put in the hard work, they put in the time. These coaches are allowed to practice with their teams. These coaches are allowed to change up their roster, change up their playbooks. As the 3rd string running back again, Rodriguez, he's getting some time, and I find that very interesting. They're utilizing X amount of their backs. It's very, 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 very nice, very, very warming as Yelverton is scooching off to the side out of the pocket, and he is going to try and get that ball in there, but it looks like there are about 4 dragons in the area, so it might not have been the best play. But we are going to see them on 3rd and 8 with a three receiver set out of the shotgun formation. Yelverton is going to. Looks like he's going to. No, he's not going to scramble, but he is going to throw it off to the side, and that ball is going to be batted away with 3 dragons in the area. And it looks like Columbia is going to have to find some better offensive linemen. Their line cannot. Looks like can't really hold the pocket all too long. Well, they're holding it right now, but and it might just be that Yelverton, or should I say the coach, is holding that ball a little too long. That ball is getting held entirely too long, and they turn it over on 4th down, and now Gridiron is going to come out here again. They're going to throw that screen pass that they are favoring so much again to Jonathan Freeman. Jonathan Freeman is going to run down the field. He's going to beat Ray, and he's going to try and juke out August, but August is in on that stop, and August isn't going to be denied too many times. And Greg Gurn, 13 for 15, doing pretty well, as Gurn is going to dump it off to Jonathan Freeman again. Jonathan Freeman again is going to make Ray look silly, and he's going to make Magic look silly as he scores the touchdown. And Freeman, he might just be the best receiving back that I've seen. I've watched these teams through preseason. Which next season we will be streaming the preseason games as Robbins gets in for the touchdown. And Robbins, Wade Wilson, Jonathan Freeman, Greg Gurn, all doing a great job today, as Detroit is now on top for the first time in this game, and Columbia is going to have to find a way to answer that. As Bugaj is going to get this ball, and he's going to make a man miss. Can he get it? Can he make him another man miss? And he does not. He is brought down in a double tackle, but he did get up to the 42-yard line. So it looks like the head coach for Columbia is going to have to make some changes, as I think he's going to have to prepare himself for a harsh matchup against Dallas next week. And I think that game is, if Columbia cannot prove this week that they are good enough to play Dallas, and they have a two game stand against Dallas, they're going to have to get it 2 times in a row. So let's hope that Columbia can figure their lives out, because if not, they're going to start this season off on a bad angle. Hopefully they can get out of this game unscathed, but if they can't, then they might just be looking at a 0-3 start for the season, because I don't see Dallas letting up. Dallas is a team that loves to score. The coaches, and Todd is going to get brought down. I thought he was going to be able to break something away. Didn't see the defender there, but I don't see Dallas letting up. Dallas and the head coach has said that he loves being able to just go out and defeat his opponents outright. The Dallas coach is not one for mercy rules. He will not let up on you when and that is intercepted by Grant. And Detroit is making moves right now. Detroit it's just stopped Columbia's run, and Columbia needed to get that stop right there. Need to get that first down right there so they can potentially score. 30 seconds left as Greg Gurn is going to dump that ball off to Jonathan Freeman. Jonathan Freeman is going to make Ray miss, and he's going to try and make Magic miss, but he doesn't make Magic miss, and he is brought down at the 23-yard line, and Detroit's going to call another timeout as they're going to try and advance this ball up the field, and let's see if they can score before the second quarter is over. And I can only imagine this must be frustrating for the head coach of Columbia, as he just wants to get his guys off the field by halftime without receiving too much damage, and it looks like Gurn is not going to be able to fit that in there, as he is being hit on the throw, and that might have deterred him a little bit. But it looks like both of these quarterbacks are receiving furious and relentless rushes from the defensive ends and some of the defensive tackles. And we're going to see Gurn. Oh, and if Freeman wasn't there to pick up that block, Gurn might have been blown up, as White catches the ball, and White is going to take it. He's at the 40. He has to beat one man, and August is going to bring him down. August is not going to be denied. This is just an interesting game. And as Gurn is going to throw that ball deep, and Ray is there to swat that ball away with 7 seconds left. Let's see if Detroit can score and make this a 2-score game. Right now, Columbia is down by 7. As Gridiron is going to helm this offense, Myers is coming at him. Gridiron is going to try and throw it. Gridiron throws the ball, and it is caught by Wade Wilson. Jonathan August was not able to keep up. Oh, and Wade, and the Detroit, Detroit has to be happy right now. The coach has to be happy right now. They're up 33-19 after starting off this game poorly. I mean poorly. But they were able to stagnate this Columbia offense. They were able to just throw the ball at the defense, and to add insult to injury, they're going to try and attempt an onside kick. And let's see, and Columbia is able to pick this one up. But I can only imagine if they didn't get it, I can only imagine the frustration that the Columbia the Columbia coach might be feeling. But looks like we're gonna see one more play, maybe 2 more plays before the. And nope, we're gonna see 1 more play as Yelverton is gonna rush out to the right side, and he's gonna try and throw it. It looks like it's Hail Mary time, but he's gonna throw it out of bounds. And so Yelverton seems to not be that accurate, and I think that's a big thing. He seems to not be too accurate, and that's something that the coach is going to have to work on. But they do get the ball right now, so let's see if Bugaj can return it as he is running off to the right side. He's trying to create another big return, but he wasn't able to do so. And we're going to see a play from it looks like the 22-yard line as he throws that ball, and that ball is intercepted. And it is intercepted, and I can't make out who that was. Couldn't really see the numbers nor the name, but I can't really make out who that was. But Detroit on the interception, and if I'm not mistaken, that is their 3rd interception on the day, making Columbia look silly on their home turf. And now it's panic mode. Now it's panic time as they are throwing that screen pass to Jonathan Freeman as they love doing. But Ray is finally able to not be played on this one, and he is able to make that tackle. As Gridiron is going to dump this ball off to Robbins, and Robbins is going to receive a key block and get into the end zone. Robbins on 5. Alonzo Robbins on 5 receptions, 120 yards, and the extra point attempt is good. And now it's 40-19. Columbia must be upset. They started off well. They were doing good, and now frustration might be settling in. You know, you're down by 21 points. What are you gonna do? So let's see if they can do something right here, right now. As they line up in the shotgun formation, as Yelverton drops back, and Burgess is coming up on him, and it looks like McCormick is not able to bring that one in. And then apparently it's Hail Mary time as Burgess is going to try and defend. I thought he was going to try and rush Yelverton, but Yelverton might be able to scramble for some positive yards, as he's not, because Drake is going to come in for the sack. He is not going to allow any of that. And Detroit is the Detroit coach is and the defense left that left side wide open, and he didn't get the first down, but it's now 4th and 6. So we are going to see Columbia try and score something on 4th down, as Yelverton is the best rusher on the team right now. And wide open, we see Diaz, and Diaz is spinning, and he's not able to beat Waters as he spun right back into Waters' path. Waters did over pursue him at first. Had he chose a different path, that might have been a one-way ticket to the end zone, but it's not. Forrest Diaz, number 81. As we are going to see the single back formation with trips right. And we're just waiting for Yelverton to snap this ball. And I do want to talk again about the Dallas Cleveland game, as Yelverton is going to try and scramble, and why he didn't hit his tight end, I will not know, but he tried scrambling on that one. He was able to get a first down, but he could have got a touchdown. Now I talked a little bit about Cleveland. I kind of hyped Cleveland up. I do want to talk about Dallas though, as the one of the receivers is open in the flat, and he's going to try and throw it across the middle of the field to McCormick, and McCormick is able to get it, but McCormick is brought down, and he just thrown it to his receiver in the flat. His will look to be maybe his check down. He might have gotten something. I'm sorry, that was the tight end. And the tight end Jones is going to get that ball again. Not again. I'm sorry. Jones is going to get that ball as he's received a minor leg injury. He is expected to return though. He finally is able to catch something as Yelverton has been overlooking him. 14 for 26, and Todd, the fullback, is going to try and get in, but Todd can't do anything. But again, I do want to talk about Dallas because Dallas was able to pick up two very, very key, as McCormick is able to finally catch something after numerous drops. And he is in the end zone, making this a 40 to 25 game. Now, Dallas picked up two very, very key men on defense, in the addition of Andy Holiday, the outside linebacker, and Steven Johnson, the right cornerback. Now, Dallas's defense is very, very good. At left cornerback, they have Barrett Barton. Very good, one of the fastest in the league out of everyone. Very intelligent, very aware. And then at free safety, if I'm not mistaken, we have they have I believe Jennings, or no, it's Johnson at free safety, and at strong safety they have Garrett Cobb. And Garrett Cobb and Johnson are a great duo. Not only creating turnovers but creating stops. Very fast to the ball. They're very, very good. And I'm sorry, I might be thinking about the Cleveland team. I apologize. I believe the defense for I believe the defense actually for the safety that I'm thinking of. I'm sorry, the safety duo that I was thinking of for that created plenty of turnovers for Dallas was Frank Woodson and Mo Woodson. But Mo Woodson has actually been benched because they wanted to make some room for Steven Johnson to get on that starting lineup. And Steven Johnson and Barrett Barton, as I was saying, they are a great duo. They can shut down any receiver in the league. As Jonathan Freeman is going to catch that ball in the flat, and Jonathan Freeman is going to try and make Ray miss, but he doesn't make Ray miss. So Andy Holiday is heading that defense with Ray Lewis, and both are great at not only creating turnovers but at stopping the run. And I think that Barrett Barton, Ray Lewis, Andy Holiday, and Steven Johnson, as well as Mo Woodson, all of them are going to be key. And Wade Wilson catches the ball and he makes August miss. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't August. And he makes a man miss, and August is not going to be able to catch up to him, as Wade Wilson is able to catch a touchdown pass. And it's now 46 to 20, and I can only imagine this is crazy, as we only have a little bit of time left for this game, but I can only imagine that Columbia is having issues. Every time it seems like they get to do something right, it ends up being wrong, as Gurn chops that ball off to Alonzo Robbins, and Alonzo Robbins scores that 2-point conversion. Now we are going to see Detroit, it looks like, kick this ball off, and they are up 48 to 26, which is amazing. When I first started the league, I didn't honestly think that I'd be seeing any scores this high. I do understand why the scores are this high, though, because this team has been playing for the last 40 minutes. So, in order to eradicate this, we will be for the Dallas and Cleveland game, I will be instituting some different kind of timetables. So with that being said, probably won't see scores this high, at least not by the end of the fourth quarter. I know that both these teams will probably end up scoring a handful more times, but it looks like that ball was intended to be thrown to I don't even remember who was being thrown to, but Kelvin Morgan, I'm sorry, the defensive back was there on the stop, and Yelverton is going to drop back, and Yelverton is going to veer off to the left-hand side. He's going to try and run up, but he was looking at a man that was going to stop him, and Martinez is going to be able to haul that ball in and bring it down right at the 40. And they're going to, apparently it's Hail Mary time, and Yelverton is going to scoot up, and Bugaj is able to catch it as Kelvin Morgan was not able to swat that ball away. He jumped entirely prematurely. So we are now going to see a 32-48 score, as it looks like the Wolves are going to kick this ball an extra point, dare I say, and they actually do make it in. This game is getting out of hand. You know, and while it is 33-48, Columbia just is not playing well anymore. Now, there will be some takeaways for both teams, and some of those takeaways can only be. And as Wade Wilson is going to run on the right sideline after he cut from the left to the right, and he is going to take it. He is at the 40. He is at the 30. He is at the 20. One man to beat. He is at the 10, and he has a touchdown. Wade Wilson on the kick return for a touchdown, and this is adding even more insult to injury. And as I said, we do not do mercy rules here. And while teams might be running up the score, we are not doing any mercy rules. As Gridiron is going to drop back, and they are going to insult them with another 2-point conversion, dumped off to Jonathan Freeman. And the tight end, Jones, is going to finally be brought back. Or he was out for some time, actually, after that one pass that he did catch way back when. And as I've said, you know, maybe a few minutes or so ago, we will be changing how what is it called, the time for the game works. As I said, the players have been playing for 42 minutes and roughly 47 seconds. And it's, while they have been playing that long, there's an interesting issue with why they've been playing that long. Games should be no longer than 40 minutes, and with these same settings, actually, games were done within 30 to 40 minutes during the preseason. So I'm not entirely sure why they're taking so long now, but that has been fixed, or I should say it will be fixed, and you guys will be able to see that in full effect come Friday night, when you guys get to see the primetime game of the week. And as Yelverton drops back, he drops it off to Jones, the tight end, who's back from injury, who spins out of a tackle, and he is going to try and get away from Morgan, but he cut in and wasn't able to get away from him. So now we are going to see Burgess moving out along the left side of our screens as Yelverton drops back, and Yelverton takes a decent 10-yard drop back, as it looks like Grant. I mean, that might have been Gilbert, but either way, that ball was swatted away as Yelverton is 18 for 32. And Yelverton is veering off to the left side, and he's going to try and dump that off, and he dumps it off to McCormick. The running back on the right. McCormick is back in there, and as I said, both teams are going to have some takeaways from this. You know, both teams are running up the score right now, and it could be because of time. But Detroit is going to have to key in on stopping those wide open passes through the middle of the field, which it looks like they've had a few of those. And those are going to have to stop. And hopefully they can stop. Hopefully, you know, these teams do stop it. Hopefully these teams are able to, you know, get everything under control. But Detroit is going to have to stop those, and Columbia is going to have to try to not get beat by the screen pass, because Jonathan Freeman has been so crucial, so critical on those screen passes and being able to make men miss in the open field. But not only that, but catching the ball and catching the ball in stride without having to stop it. Wade Wilson, can he do it again? Can he try and he tries to do the same tactic? And Wade Wilson is able to cut over to the right side. He has one more man to beat. One man to beat. Wade Wilson has to beat Marauder, and he cuts in, and he is not able to fake him out as Wade Wilson is able to get the ball to the 36-yard line, which is entirely interesting. So we will see a 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line, and Detroit is going to come out in a shotgun formation, and let's see what they can do. I mean, they're up right now. Their main focus needs to not be on scoring, as Alonzo Robbins catches it for a 5-yard gain. It need not be on scoring, but it need be on holding that ball as long as they can and stopping Columbia, in my opinion. Because as they throw that screen pass, yet again that favored screen pass, and to the coaches that will be watching this game, I highly advise you to watch out for that screen that they love throwing. You know, if you wanna, it seems like if you wanna stop them, you're gonna have to stop that screen. And I'm pretty sure even if you do stop that screen, they will invite you to stop them on all of their other passing games. And this season has been very interesting because before the season began, I kind of had, you know, a view on my power rankings. I thought that the Dragons would be on the bottom. I thought the Dragons would be near the bottom. I thought the Wolves would be near the bottom. It really looked like Cleveland would be around the middle ground. The Flamingos were on the bottom, and that is caught by Alonzo Robbins for another touchdown. Defensive back Dre is going to be expected to return, but Robbins again, and Robbins has just been eating up this defense. Drag routes, out routes, anything, he's catching it. And you know, this game is kind of getting drawn out, and as I've said, the model for how games will be run will be different. So games should clock in just under 40 minutes from now on. So we will see some better and more realistic and more consistent results in terms of the score. Maybe not in terms of yardage, because anything can happen in this league. So yeah, and the tight end is open. I believe that is Todd. Nope, it is Martinez. I apologize. Martinez was wide open, and Martinez is able to haul that ball in and get out of bounds. As we will see this Columbia team try to get something done, and the teams under my permission actually are changing the values for the clock to kind of speed this game along. And again, if you guys don't know, I am the commissioner, so anything that happens, I have approved of already. Coaches have asked me and all of that. But yeah, this game is definitely getting out of hand in terms of the time. So I will also ask the coaches to change how fast the clock runs. Just for the remainder of this game, the clock will return to a normal speed for the rest of the games. But they've been playing this game for 50 minutes now. And they do have a little bit of time left. A 5-minute quarter will roughly take, based off of the modifiers I have, roughly take 6 or 7 minutes. So they do have some time left, but we will see another play out of the single back punch. and some kind of slow motion type snap. I don't know where that came from, but Yelverton is scanning. He is surveying, and he is not going to be able to throw that to any open receiver. As again, his accuracy is very low right now, and they're going to have to figure something out.
Green 29. Green 29.
You know, and I think that I know that Bernard Yelverton is a great quarterback, but maybe hitting some receivers differently, hitting them in different areas, different spots. But let's hope that this stint doesn't continue to hurt him as the season moves forward. Maybe this is just first game opening night jitters, as it looks like Columbia will lose this game. As again they are changing the settings. As again, I have given them permission to change how the clock speed works, and maybe they're not changing the settings now, but they were supposed to. And I think here it goes now. Yes, I am finally being listened to. And they're supposed to be changing the clock speed, not the game speed. The game speed controls how fast the players move. The clock speed will control how fast the clock moves. So with this game in its final stages, in its terminal events, I will say that this has been a great opening game. It has been a great opening game. Both teams have fought very hard to get to where they're at. And while there have been hiccups, while there has been some frustration, as McCormick is brought down by Kelvin Morgan not behind the line, at the line of scrimmage. We will now see Yelverton drop back, as you know, it is go time for both teams, and he is sacked by the linebacker, number 91, Drake. And it is apparently Hail Mary time again, and I think that what really is setting Columbia behind right now is as Bugaj catches the ball. I spoke too soon. I was gonna say, that they're being very predictable, but hey, if it works, it works, and apparently that one worked. So so now it looks like now you have nothing to lose. And hey, there it is. I was gonna say they have nothing to lose. They might as well just go ahead and throw the 2-point conversion. They'll try and score as many points as they can. It might pay off, but probably won't pay off. As Bugaj has 5 receptions for 203 yards, and he dumps it off to the flat to McCormick, and McCormick is able to pick that ball up and into the end zone. And they're going to try an onside kick. They're down by 17. Not too bad, but they're going to try and get this ball back and possibly score and possibly bring this game back into contention for them. And are they going to be able to get it? It looks like they might be able to. And no, they won't be able to get it, as Grant, the linebacker, is able to pick that ball up. And the Dragons, all they have to do now, this is victory time now. They don't have to score. They don't have to do anything. And sure, there is a 2-minute warning, but I'm pretty sure and Jonathan Freeman on that and make Jordan miss, and he is going to try and make August miss, but he is not able to make August miss. August is able to bring him down with a little bit of help. And if anything, that can take away from this game. They can take away that August is a playmaker for them. August is great. August is able to create some key stops, because he is a very, very strong player. And look at those stats for Greg Grimes. 30 completions, as he completes another touchdown pass to Alonzo Robinson. 30 completions on 35 attempts. Now 31 completions on 36 attempts. This is just very, very interesting. 8 touchdown passes. I see Greg Gridiron being the best passer. The title Alonzo Robinson, 11 receptions, 130 plus yards. And this is just all very interesting, and I can only imagine this team is going to get better and better and better. And for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who are this far in the video, please let me know what you enjoy, what you are enjoying, what you would like to see. Would you like to see different? Would you like to see new? Give us all of your feedback, all of your comments, because that'll help to make these broadcasts better. And for those of you, again, who are watching, we do have a progression and regression system for the players. So based off of how they play, and meeting certain criteria, some players will be able to, some players will progress, some players will regress. And again, it's just based off of how they play. And that's interesting because you could start off with an A+ overall team and end with a B- team, depending on how they play. Because the thing about this is it's not about who's on your team. Who's on your team can help. They can they can help. But what really sets you apart is how you as a coach manage your team, how you as a coach play with your team. As Yelverton is being pursued by Burgess, and Burgess is going to try and cut off that angle, and Yelverton's going to throw that ball. Looks like he's too deep though, and he is going to overthrow his receiver. Now we are at the 2-minute warning, which is actually a minute and 45 seconds. As Yelverton is 23 for 47. He has thrown 6 touchdown passes though, so both quarterbacks have done great in throwing touchdown passes. As Yelverton, and he is able to launch that ball off before he is hit, and he is still overthrown his receiver, and that's just going to be an issue that they're going to have to resolve in their next game versus the Flamingos, and that game versus the Flamingos will be aired during the week next week, either Monday or Wednesday, I believe. And I will let you guys update actually on that by Friday. So Yelverton 23 for 42, trying to throw a Hail Mary pass as Drake is coming in trying to get him, and he is able to haul it in. Gosh, he is tackled by Waters with a minute and 6 left. And Columbia is just going to try and save face here. They're going to try and score. They're going to try and do something. But this hurry up style offense from them is great. They're trying to launch the ball downfield. They're trying to create passing opportunities, and that is great for them. What I think that they're going to have to work on is their receiving. A little bit. They're going to have to work on the accuracy, and they're going to have to work on rushing. But once they become fully dynamic, they're going to be great, as Waters is going to try and stop him, and he is able to cut back and stop McCormick from doing anything. 72-47 with 3 seconds left, and that looks like that is the game, and that's the game, folks, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be seeing you again on Fridays. The score was 72-47. We'll be seeing you again on Friday. Have a great night, and yeah.